In the land of Java, surrounded by oceans and mountains, stood a small kingdom called Kalingga. This kingdom may not have been as powerful as Srivijaya, nor as magnificent as Majapahit, but from here emerged a figure who conquered the world with morals, not swords. Her name was Queen Shima, a queen who refused to bow to injustice, and upheld the law as if she were a messenger of truth. There are few records of Shima's origins. However, ancient manuscripts describe her as a woman with a serene face, dignified and fearless. She not only led her people, but also taught them to live honestly. Kalingga became a small kingdom, with a great reputation, because justice was the lifeblood of every citizen. Under her rule, the people of Kalingga lived without fear. Taxes were light, laws were clear, and ports were open to traders from across the ocean. Queen Shima instilled the principle that true prosperity comes from honesty, not fear of power. She was known for her harshness towards lawbreakers. Anyone who committed a crime, no matter how small, would be punished without discrimination. However, her harshness was not driven by hatred, but by love for the truth. He wanted his people to live in honor, not fear. Word of Shima's justice reached the ears of the Chinese emperor. The curious emperor wanted to test, were his people as disciplined as they were told? So he sent an officer to Kalingga on a secret mission. The messenger placed a bag of gold on the main road, not in a hidden corner, but right in the middle of town where everyone passed by. He waited, a day, 2 days, a week, but no one dared touch it. That day a strong wind blew. The cloth wrapping the gold unraveled, and the tip touched the foot of a passing child. There was no intention of stealing, but witnesses saw it and word reached the palace. Queen Shima heard the report. With a stern face she declared, "The law must not be bent even by a child." She ordered a royal trial. The people were astonished. How could such a just queen make no exceptions for even a child? The palace advisor tried to speak. "O queen, the child is innocent. He was merely touched by the wind." Queen Shima fell silent. She weighed between justice and mercy. She knew that law without heart would be cruel, but law without firmness would lose its meaning. After much thought, Queen Shima decided the child would be given a light punishment, not because of guilt, but so that everyone would remember that honesty must be maintained, even in the smallest matters. The people bowed not out of fear, but out of admiration. The Chinese envoy witnessed it all. He returned to his country and wrote a long report. In a faraway land called Kalingga, there is a queen who upholds the law even upon herself. The emperor fell silent, amazed, and sent his respects. Years passed, and the Kalingga Kingdom was lost to time. But Shima's story lives on in the hearts of the people who knew her. Unfortunately, history later chose to remember the names of the kings, not this wise queen. Although forgotten by history, Shima's legacy never faded. She instilled the value that true power lies not in subduing the people, but in submitting oneself to truth. Shima became a symbol for the strong women of the archipelago. She showed that wisdom can stand above strength, and that courage does not always come from war. If Shima were alive today, she might say, "This country will fall not because of a lack of wealth, but because of a lack of honesty," a message that feels more relevant than ever. Centuries later, Shima's name is rarely mentioned. History books give her only a short paragraph, yet her morals could have guided this nation through the ages. Today, as the world rediscovers the meaning of honesty and morality, Shima's story feels like a call from the past, to uphold the truth without fear of anyone. From Shima, we learn that power without morality will only breed fear, but justice with compassion will give birth to civilization. Today, as we begin to explore the history of the Indonesian archipelago, Shima's name resounds again, from central Java to the rest of the world, seeking inspiration for true leadership. Queen Shima is not just an ancient tale. She is a reflection of who we should be: brave, honest, and steadfast in upholding the truth. History may forget her, but our hearts will not. Remember that name, Queen Shima of Kalingga.